Someone you know holds an untold truth about the moment your paths crossed, and tonight you'll finally understand what they've been hiding. Pause for just a second. Breathe slowly and bring to mind that specific individual, the one whose presence still echoes in unexpected moments, the one who appears in your thoughts uninvited, the person you assumed would be insignificant but somehow rewrote parts of who you are. What I'm about to share isn't fantasy. It isn't random chance, and it certainly isn't happening only in your direction. Part 1. The encounter you dismissed. That initial meeting lives in your memory, correct? Though you only recall your version of events. Perhaps it seemed mundane, perhaps uncomfortable, brief, unmemorable, meaningless even. You probably tell yourself it was nothing special. But here's what they've never revealed. For them, everything shifted. When you entered their world, something fundamental awakened inside. They couldn't name it immediately, they didn't classify it. Confession wasn't an option. Yet their physical self recognized what their conscious mind missed. Respiration altered, perception intensified. Seconds stretched into small eternities. They won't easily acknowledge this truth. Seeing you caused their spirit to speak words their voice couldn't form. Part 2. The emotions concealed beneath surface calm. You probably assumed they appeared composed, steady, unaffected. Here's the hidden reality. They felt recognized, which terrified them because you reached a guarded space locked away years before. A space where possibility still breathed. A space where previous hurt had carved deep marks. A space they vowed never to access again. You performed no grand gesture. Effort wasn't required. Your mere existence proved sufficient. That's the concealed truth. Their awareness of you was instant, not triggered by appearance or conversation, but because your essence resonated with something inexplicably known. Part 3. Their memory holds what yours released. Perhaps you don't recall your outfit. Your exact words might have faded, but for them, every detail remains. Your tone, your posture, how your gaze shifted during listening. Minor elements preserved completely. When someone carries significance, neural pathways record differently. Scientific truth most overlook. When hearts encounter unexpected stirring, minds archive these moments as critical. Permission unnecessary. That's why right now they can replay your first encounter like silent cinema. And yes, they've watched this internal film far more frequently than dignity allows them to admit. Part 4. Recognizing the threat within beauty. Not threat meaning destruction, threat meaning weight. Eventually, perhaps days forward, perhaps weeks, realization arrived. Dwelling on this individual leaves me unguarded, and fear followed because genuine connection creates wonder. Yet connection demands exposure, surrendering control, accepting potential heartbreak, reopening scarred territory. So they responded as many do when feelings deepen beyond comfort. Retreat, not from absence of caring, but from its overwhelming presence. Part 5. Silence as self-protection. You've likely questioned, if impact ran so deep, why no words spoken? Truth is complicated. They battled interior conflict daily. One voice urged, move forward. This alignment feels correct. Another cautioned, maintain distance. Previous pain taught harsh lessons. And caution claimed victory through stay silent. Not because emotion was absent, but because it flooded everything. They rationalized that wordlessness offered safety, better than risking clumsy expression and permanent loss. Paradoxically, chosen silence manufactured the separation they feared. Part 6. Today's unshared burden. Here's their kept secret. That first day together they sensed potential futures forming, not concrete plans or commitments, but a sensation of what might unfold. And presently, during random evenings when existence quiets, that wondering resurfaces. They contemplate What if courage had won? What if vulnerability had been chosen? What if fear hadn't decided? These reflections don't signal weakness. They confirm humanity. Part 7. Lasting invisible threads. Energy never vanishes. When individuals connect authentically, even momentarily, that bond imprints permanently. That explains sudden awareness of their presence. Why their identity surfaces without conscious summons. Why recollections emerge during least expected instances. This isn't unhealthy fixation. It's incomplete emotional narrative. Closure never arrived for them. You never received it either. And hearts refuse to erase unfinished chapters. Part 8. Observing from shadows. They might review your updates, inquire subtly about your well-being. Notice transformations while remaining invisible. Not from invasive intent, but because fragments of caring remain. Wondering persists. Feeling continues. They need confirmation of your happiness, even from outside your immediate circle. Sometimes affection doesn't manifest as pursuit. Sometimes it appears as respectful distance. Part 9. Words fear prevents. If fear evaporated completely, here's their confession. Something became clear the instant you appeared. I lacked understanding, but sensation was undeniable. Your importance exceeded my readiness, and I've preserved that moment ever since. No dramatics would follow, no desperation. Simply buried honesty finally spoken. Part 10. Essential final understanding. Now absorb this carefully. This revelation doesn't aim to reverse time. It's not designed to imprison you in yesterday. Its purpose is delivering peace. Because truth stands. You were never overlooked, never trivial, never merely another face passing through. The bond held authenticity. Timing may have failed. Bravery might have faltered. Circumstances perhaps diverged. But certain souls enter our existence not for permanence, but to ignite dormant parts within us. And that is precisely your gift to them. Closing. So when tonight their essence touches your awareness again, when memories arrive gently, don't fight what surfaces. Simply recognize this. They hold a different version of your first meeting. They carry hidden knowledge about that day. And within their inner world, that moment continues mattering. Breathe deeply. Allow thoughts to flow naturally and trust that what needed to reach your soul already has. This is psychology wisdom. If you're fascinated by concealed truths governing mind and emotion, please like this video and subscribe so you never miss insights that transform perception.